Okay, before we get into the Word this morning, I'm just going to ask a few questions. And these are vision questions. I realized that when we were back in our home, we talked about our vision all the time, and we kind of don't do that so much anymore. So each week, I'm going to talk for a minute or two just to remind everybody of why we're here, what we're doing, what it's all about. So number one question, what is the mission that God has given us here at the Bridge?
To make disciples that make disciples.
Yes.
Glorify God by making disciples.
Yes. We exist to glorify... No one look at those posters over there. We exist to glorify God by making disciples who make disciples. What is our strategy in order to do just that?
Love God.
Okay. Loving God and people.
Being missional.
Okay. We're going to need some help on this one because we haven't emphasized as much. Loving, reaching, connecting, and equipping. Loving God and people. Reaching out to lost and broken people. Connecting people into meaningful community. And then equipping them to be and make disciples. Loving, reaching, connecting, equipping. Now ask yourself a few questions here. What do you call a person who loves God and people? He's sacrificially serving God and people.
Disciple?
Well, no. We'd call that person a servant. Wouldn't we? He's serving others and he's serving the Lord. What do you call a person who is reaching out to lost and broken people? A missionary. What do you call somebody who is or a group of people who are being formed into meaningful community?
A missional community.
A family. And what do you call someone who is being equipped to be a follower of Christ? A disciple. So you've got here, the first one is servant, missionary, family, and disciple. So if you put it all together, we're a family of missionary servants. A family of missionary servants called to be and make disciples. So that's what God has called us to be here at the Bridge. If you can put all that together, you're doing good. But I'm just going to keep on reminding you every week, and we need to be reminded that that's what we're all about. It's not just about feeling good, coming together and hearing a sermon and going home. We're about doing the work that Jesus gave us to do. The Great Commission and the Great Commandment. The Great Commandment is to love God and people with all of our heart. The Great Commission is to make disciples of all the nations.